Little kids, old people, cops, everything, whatever I can find. And teachers. My Aunt Pat's running the camera, she's a teacher. If they think violence in America has grown within the past 10 years, and I'm asking to give me an example. And right now I'm at Palm Bay Greens. I figured this would be a pretty good place to find kids to start off, so we're gonna go in here now. Here. Thanks for your help. We're gonna go find somebody else now. Okay, bye-bye. We found another one. What's your name? Vaughn. Her name's Vaughn. Okay. Do you think of violence in Palm Bay?
Louder, Josh.
Yes, I have. Yes, I did.
Can you give me an example?
People getting killed, people getting shot, break-ins.
Okay, thanks. Okay, fine. I'm gonna ask her now. Do you think the violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
There's more fighting in the schools.
What school do you go to?
Palm Bay Elementary.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
12.
Okay, thank you. This is Mortal Kombat. It's really bloody. There's a teenager playing it. We're gonna ask him. Hey, how old are you? Do you think violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years? Oh, thank you. Blood. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, do you think violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years?
Everything in Palm Bay has increased, most of all taxes.
Sir? Police officer, excuse me. Do you think violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years? Say it loud.
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
I can probably give you several. The amount of juvenile crime, a lot of shootings, aggravated batteries, aggravated assaults that we have. Now it's almost on a daily basis. As 10, 12 years ago when I started, it was probably on a weekly, monthly basis.
So Palm Bay's getting worse. Okay.
I would say it's getting more violent. Society as a whole.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. This is we're gonna talk to the Palm Bay Greens. You want this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, the owner of Palm Bay Greens. Are there like any fights here or anything?
No, we have no fights. I don't let them carry on.
Oh, okay.
They don't hang out, they don't smoke, they don't shoot.
Okay. Just so.
Because they got to deal with me.
Do you think the violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years?
I would say so.
Can you give me an example? Something that like pertains to this. The kids, teenagers.
Kids is, what do you mean? Balance here at Palm Bay Greens or balance?
With the kids.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it has. They've got, some of them's got really bad attitudes. Very bad.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, catch you later.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my Aunt Pat. She was the one running the camera before. She's a teacher at Palm Bay Elementary. I'm going to ask her, do you think that violence in Palm Bay has increased in the past 10 years?
Oh, Josh, let me tell you. As a teacher of Palm Bay Elementary, I'm here to tell you that violence has definitely increased over the last 3 to 5 years.
Thank you.
This is Josh's aunt again. He's behind the camera now. I'd like to give you some examples of violence in the classroom. We have parents who don't really watch their kids during the day at home, and they're not really actively involved with their children. So when this happens, parents don't care about their kids. Hey, you guys have to have something to do, don't you? Yeah, right. So what do? You go places, you find things to do, and sometimes you might get in trouble. And that's where the violence comes in. You get angry with your friend, boom, you guys are fighting. You look for gangs, you do all kinds of things of that nature. I hope you don't, but, well, maybe you do. Now, here we are at the video arcade, Palm Bay Greens, and I was just watching this one video video game. What's it called, Josh?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, man. Bloody, gory. Whoa! Now, if that's not enough to really blow the mind of a 5- and a 6-year-old, let me tell you. Yes, violence has definitely increased because of visual things like Mortal Kombat and TV programs.
Yeah, good. I want to find some teenagers though, because this is my teenagers. So, would Winn-Dixie be okay? People work there. Teenagers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we got to use these quick here.
Great, because there's really no teenagers here. We're going to go look for someone in Winn-Dixie. Hi, we're here with Renee. We're at Winn-Dixie too. Do you think that violence in Palm Bay has grown within the past 10 years?
I don't know about the past 10 years. I've only lived here about a year.
Do you think Palm Bay's pretty violent?
As far as like,
As opposed to like the last place you lived?
I'm from New York, unfortunately, but it is kind of along the same lines in some aspects.
I mean, this is as violent as New York?
Well, yeah, I'd say in some aspects. Some parts.
Oh, okay. Can you give us an example?
Well, with all the robberies that were going on, I work over there, and you know, we were lucky our place didn't get robbed, but
Okay, thanks.
no problem.
There.
Thanks.
Yeah, now we're gonna go look for some teenagers inside Winn-Dixie. How old are you?
16.
Okay, Aisha's 16, and we're gonna ask her. Do you think that Palm Bay has grown more violent within the past 10 years? Where do you live last?
Michigan.
As opposed to Michigan, is it violence?
No.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, his name's?
Kirk.
This is Kirk and
Mike.
Mike. How old are you?
20.
20? Okay, Kirk and Mike are both 20, and I'm gonna ask them. You haven't lived in Palm Bay long, right?
About a year.
A year. Do you think it's more violent? Where'd you live last?
Well, I go to FIT, so I lived in like FIT for a year.
Oh, where'd you live before FIT?
Maryland, Baltimore.
Okay, is this like place more violent than Baltimore?
No, actually no.
Okay. Can you give us an example?
I think you make violence is like when people start like cussing at the other people driving. That's about it.
Okay, thanks. What about Kip?
I said I'm from Connecticut,
Okay.
but I think the violence is worse up there. There's more.
Can you give us some examples?
I haven't seen much down here, but there's a lot more drugs and stuff up there.
Yeah.
And there's more shooting, drive-by shooting.
At Winn-Dixie, the manager came and said there's no filming. We kind of got yelled at, so we're gonna go to Blockbuster, see if we can film there. Okay, where's Sandy at Blockbuster? She's 24 years old. We're gonna ask her.
We're a year older.
25, I'm sorry. Do you think violence in Palm Bay, or where did you live last?
Connecticut.
Okay. Do you think Palm Bay's more violent than Connecticut?
Palm Bay is more violent than Connecticut. No, I don't think it is.
Can you give us some examples?
I just think Connecticut's a violent place to live.
Okay, thanks. The other people are busy.
My name is Meredith.
This is Meredith. Have you lived in Palm Bay a while? 10 years?
About 5 years.
5 years.
After where she
Where'd
worked.
you live? Where'd you work? Where do you work?
Well, I work in Palm Bay. I came from New York, and I was a New York City school teacher before I came here.
Ah, okay.
And I saw a lot of violence.
So you think Palm Bay is more violent than New York?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's more violent because there are just so many more people in New York that you're bound to have a higher number. But I'd say that I'm really surprised at the amount of violence that there is in Palm Bay. I think if I'd known, maybe I wouldn't have moved here.
Oh,
It's growing.
okay. Well, thanks a lot for your time.
You're welcome.
Okay,
You know
bye.
what you should do?
But hold on. She's talking.
Well, anyway, here I'll go real quick. This guy was going to take me on a date, and he's from Orlando, and he called up and asked a radio talk show host, you know, where to take me in Palm Bay, and they're like, you're going to date a girl in Palm Bay? Oh, you better frisk her. And Los Angeles, so I was like, they carry knives around there. I don't know. So, you should call him a radio show right now.
Oh.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. It's off pretty soon. We really didn't find that many teenagers, but from what I found, it seems like the older set thinks that Palm Bay is more violent than the younger set does. The younger set really doesn't seem to care. Well, okay. Thanks.
fall under